Hello, my name is Shakira. What we actually do when we lie down and we put our feet up onto a platform like a sofa or a bed is that we're encouraging all the blood to rush back towards our brain. And blood is what carries energy and oxygen. It's going to make our brain feel alert. It's going to help our whole body feel awake. Yes, good morning, Christine. Holidays, like you said, they are all about having fun and enjoying ourselves. But movement can be fun, I promise you. Even if your suitcase, like mine, Christine, is crammed to the top, we can find a little gap to squeeze this in. Or we can swap it out, for a towel that we can find in our hotel room. We can hold that towel behind our back, and if we're in this position and work by lifting the arms up, holding onto the towel, we're actually working on toning our triceps at the back of the arm. Sorry, you guys look like proud. But if you focus on the breathing, you do begin to acclimatize and you begin to go into a slightly different zone. Good morning from Legoland Windsor, where I'm currently exploring the mini village. But I am here to tell you about something not so mini, and that is our amazing autumn bundle worth over £66,000. Are you ready?
Okay, let's go.
You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Good, okay.
Right.
Hold this bridge position, working the whole core.
Yeah.
And then from there, we're gonna slide one leg away.
What?
And sliding it in.
Like that.
So we're going to slide the other leg,
Yeah.
but keep that hip in, the height in your hips. That's
Yeah.
the one. And the further you slide, as you said, the further you slide, the more demanding that is on the core. A role of a personal trainer is not just to put together some exercises. It is also to assess that person in real time. So if someone comes to me with an injury or they've had bad sleep that day, you amend your training program. And so that is where this falls short. Absolutely, Lorraine. You know, walking just has so many benefits for everybody, no matter our age. Also, when we take a nice deep breath, it produces a hormone called serotonin, which is really great for boosting our mood and our energy levels. This is about brain. So 20% of the calories that we burn every day come from our brain and our thinking, right? Yeah. So we're going to work on our brain health. You just have to make the peace sign with one hand, and on the other hand, you're going to make an L shape. And all, with a thumb. All you have to do is
I've already done it wrong.
All you have to do is swap. Yours is still wrong. It's still wrong. It's still wrong.
Okay.
You're not
There you go.
Okay.
There you go. And all you have to do is swap. And we're going to take a really slight shift forwards. And then we're going to take the arm of the back leg, lift up. We're going to reach up to the top corner of the room. And you should feel that stretch.
Oh, you do, yeah.
And that hip flexor muscle has really been connected to emotional stress, emotional trauma. And so releasing that can really help to release tension. Social media platforms are a two-way street. Not only are you absorbing content, you're putting yourself out there, and you're putting yourself out there to be judged. And sometimes it can be great, it can be supportive. I love my community on social media, but often it can also be really detrimental, really harsh, really judgmental. And I just think that children underneath the age of 16 aren't necessarily ready to navigate that space yet. This time of year, it's so common for people to experience pain, especially in the lower back. And usually that's because we've been sitting for long periods of time. You know, we're more indoors at winter and we're shortening the hip flexors. And although the hip flexors are at the front of the body, that's where we always picture them, they attach into the lower spine. So that's why we get that backache. We really actually need to be stretching out the hip flexors a little bit more and getting mobility. That's the lunge, if I've ever seen a lunge before. And we can do the same sitting. So we can sit towards the end of our chair, rotate to the side and just take that back leg back.
Why are you three watching? You're supposed to be doing this.
How can we not watch the low lunge?
Yes, how can we not watch?
Your pelvic floor is actually a group of muscles. It's not only just supporting and holding in our internal organs like our bladder, our bowel, our uterus, but it's also helping us with every movement that we make every day. You know, if you're lifting and carrying, if you're running, jumping, your pelvic floor is a part of your core, and that's really helping us to lift and manage load and also to absorb impact. 3 main turning points. First was really connecting on a deeper level with my faith. I don't need to be in control. You know, there's this wonderful quote that says, cast your cares on the Lord. And I was able to do that and relinquish control and find relief through that. And then I used hypnotherapy and then exercise and movement, which I know we're going to talk about more now. Thank you so much for listening, and I hope you have a lovely rest of your day.